Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Amanda Lee, and I am the incoming head prefect of the 2021 to 2022 school year. Before we begin today's graduation ceremony, I would like to start with a land acknowledgement. As many times as I hear or read the land acknowledgement, it will never be purposeful if I, first and foremost, do not understand the meaning or create a relationship with the acknowledgement. So, in preparation for reading this acknowledgement today, I learned about the significance of respecting the land to the Indigenous groups and what it means for them to be recognized. As a leader and a member of our community who goes to school every day on this land, I recognize with an open mind that the land that we work and go to school on is not our own and was first home to Indigenous peoples. The root of the purpose is to not only recognize the Indigenous groups that came before us in hopes of reconciling the communities that were wronged in Canadian history, but it is also to build a new relationship with our past. So I invite you all to think about what these words truly mean to you and what they represent in the reconciliation process. We must understand that reconciliation does not end there, and an important part is ensuring we uphold our promises of acknowledgement by true commitment. With that, the land acknowledgement. We wish to acknowledge this land on which Branksome operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and most recently the Mississaugas of the Credit River. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work and go to school on this land. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda, and good afternoon and welcome to our virtual graduation ceremony. It is such a pleasure to host everyone today as we celebrate and honor the class of 2021. Many are gathered here today, beginning with our graduates, their parents, extended family members, and friends, Branksome Hall faculty and staff, and members of our Board of Governors. Thank you, everyone who has taken the time to join us today. It is my pleasure to MC and to host today's very special event. Today, we are attending a ceremony that no one would have ever imagined. Throughout my long tenure as an educator and as a leader, it is a fact. This has been a year unlike anything we have ever experienced. We opened school in September with great anticipation that normal, whatever that may mean anymore, was just around the corner. Early stage plans for installation in October still carried the possibility that all senior students would celebrate together in the AWC gymnasium. Research on a location that could accommodate physical distancing for the carol service was in full swing. And we were even planning to host last year's graduates, the class of 2020, for a live in-person graduation in the month of December. Well, without question, we were optimistic and creative about the options available in the year ahead. It seems that every plan demanded at least 3 possible scenarios. Give me your best case, mid case, the least desirable case. I heard myself saying on more than one occasion to school organizers and leaders, as we grew accustomed to working collaboratively to solve our problems and find new ways to support our initiatives and build community. And looking back, I believe we did very well. Our Branksome optimism, creativity, and collaboration shone brightly in school-wide student and GY events, such as the IB Art Show, the IB Film Showcase, the Carol Service, assemblies, and clubs fair. This was also true with new opportunities for outdoor learning that were so creatively organized. Cross-country skiing appeared on the soccer pitch. As it turns out, outdoor basketball and volleyball are easily played on the tennis courts. Erg training for the rowers, well, they found a new home on the AWC rooftop garden. And our boarders adapted to life with a much smaller family. Yet they learned the beauty of living together in one house, sharing cooking classes in principal's house, and joining me for Saturday morning yoga. impressive. And as it turns out, a lot of fun. In fact, this is the year the creative, clever minds of Branksome grads delivered one of the most memorable and amusing grad pranks we have ever seen. This was a prank that was appreciated by adults and students alike, and may I say, in more than just one school. These examples, and there are many more, emphasize for me that optimism, creativity, and collaboration are more than a winning combination. In fact, grads, these approaches, well, they will chart your future path. There will always be challenges, and you are a generation that will face some of the most intriguing and complex challenges. Not only do we require your solutions, we need your approach to problem solving that will create true impact. This thought was reinforced for me recently by University of Virginia professor Leedy Klotz, who reflected in a Globe and Mail article on how the pandemic has forced us all to cut things out of our lives, and in some cases for the best. Klotz cites his article, Addition by Subtraction. In a year when creative problem solving was required on a daily basis, we were forced to revisit our familiar ways of thinking. The pandemic subtracted much from our lives, yet it also gave us the opportunity to add and to transform our thinking. As Klotz points out, subtracting our own mental baggage is how we can chart a better path forward. Or to quote the Chinese philosopher, Lao Tzu, to attain wisdom, subtract things every day. The more knowledge we have, the more transformative it can be to prune some of it. Graduates, I encourage you in the years ahead to query your approach to tackling the challenges that we know life presents. I know that I have done this throughout this most unusual year. And by looking at things differently, with curiosity, creativity, and optimism, I have learned that there are a huge range of possibilities. And with a collaborative approach to problem solving, we have become better thinkers, learners, and leaders at Branksome Hall. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2021. Keep well the road. It is now my pleasure to introduce Liz Brett, the valedictorian of the class of 2021. Liz started with us in the junior school, and she has grown up from kindergarten at Branksome Hall. One of the reasons that Liz was chosen to represent her grade as valedictorian is because of her pride in and love of Branksome Hall. Over the years, Liz has contributed her talents to the Branksome community in many ways. She led the rowing team and the slogan team as they compiled this year's yearbook. Liz was also the admissions prefect, and this year developed and implemented innovative new approaches to meet and welcome prospective families during the pandemic. Liz is hardworking, enthusiastic, open-hearted, and extremely kind, and she continually finds a way to assist all members of the Branksome community. A peer from the graduating class summed up Liz as a person whom students seek out for advice because she treats everyone with respect and is calm and level-headed. Please join me in welcoming Liz Brett, our 2021 valedictorian.
Good afternoon, Miss Jervage, Miss Weinstock, Branksome Hall governors, parents, special guests, faculty, staff, students, and the class of 2021. When I started at Branksome in junior kindergarten, I only knew how to write my name, and my favorite word was no. I was an outspoken child, and now, 14 years later, I have the honor of giving this speech today on behalf of the 2021 graduating class. It is no secret that I have an immense love for this school. I have to admit, I'm one of those students who looks forward to returning after a long summer vacation and who chooses to remain on campus during a last period spare. From afar, graduation always seemed mythic. Year after year, you watch students repeat the same rituals, knowing that one day it will be you. Now that it is our turn, it is clear that our story is playing out in much different circumstances. As a grade, we have endured uncertainty this year and our expectations have shifted. Even though our final year at Branksome was different, as I sat in my last day of semester 2 classes, I couldn't help but feel sad that it was all coming to an end. We have cultivated so many memories and friendships for not only in spite of our challenges, but also by working through them together. This year has been so unusual that I need to start my speech by thanking the people without whom we would not have managed and certainly would not have succeeded. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would first like to thank our teachers. Teachers, you not only had to deal with 115 grumpy, tired, and stressed DB students, you also had to handle 115 socially deprived students. This year was only possible because of you. You adjusted and worked with us, sometimes crying with us, and you believed in us and were honest with us. There is no doubt that this was just as hard as a year for you and your families. I know that sometimes it seemed as if we didn't notice, but we as a class truly appreciate all that you did on campus and on Zoom to make this year's experience as enriching as it was. Thank you for being such understanding and compassionate people, and for bringing positivity to any situation, especially when we were lacking it. Most of all, thank you for filling that awkward Zoom silence when we were all too lazy to unmute our mics. And especially for understanding when our Wi-Fi cut out as soon as you called us in class. It meant a lot. Now to our advisors. Although our attendance was a little shaky this year, thank you for being a constant support and for giving us a safe space to have important and meaningful conversations. Whether we've been together since the first day of grade 7 or you've just joined, we know we will secretly always be your favorite advisor group. Thank you to our guidance counselors for the last-minute meetings, our awaiting university acceptance freakouts, and for being willing to listen for hours to our complaints and worries. To the staff who keep BH going every day, the maintenance, cleaning staff, and Aramark, thank you for looking after our school and taking care of us. You keep the campus running smoothly, and we appreciate your hard work and dedication. To our parents and guardians, we have not spent this much time with you since we required you to feed us and take us on walks as children. And though the family movie nights got a little excessive the 100th time around, you are our motivation and the ones who always somehow found a silver lining to every situation. I can say, on behalf of all the GYs who were secretly hiding behind our parent Zoom cameras during those parent meetings, your commitment to giving us a Branksome education and ensuring our daily happiness has been truly heartwarming and is deeply appreciated. When I thought of how to structure this speech and my message to you today, I was reminded of the time capsule that the prefects decided to organize for the school in order to celebrate the aspects of this year that capture our unity and perseverance as a community. In this incredibly unusual year, my speech is in fact like a time capsule, a place for our collected memories as a graduating class. So I hope the next 10 minutes will offer some closure as we say a hard goodbye to 10 Elm Avenue and embark on the many new adventures that await us. The first item I would put in the time capsule is Trevor Noah's book, Born a Crime. As admissions prefect this year, prospective families often ask me, what's your Branksome story? And while I thought this was limited to my activities and community engagement, this year has taught me that my Branksome story has always been so much more than that. I realized this while reading Trevor Noah's biography in English class. He said, most of us believe that we are the heroes of our own story, but you come to realize that it's actually the people who come into your life who shape your story. Over the years, the class of 2021 has faced challenges during our time together. And while we could have let each one of those imperfect moments defeat us and take away the precious but fleeting time together we have in high school, we chose to rather make the most of it. Every time we faced uncertainty or struggled as a group, we never have and never will let it get in the way of anything. When challenges were thrown in our path, the amazing possibilities that resulted are the best way to remember this graduating class. These moments have made me realize that the only thing we needed during this turbulent year was each other. Because the truth is, it is the people here today who made an unlucky and imperfect year still feel special. We were each other's heroes this year. It is the teachers, the parent community, and most of all, the students who went through each of the highs and lows of high school and of a pandemic that make me feel so fortunate to be part of this graduating class and share a Branksome story with you all. We have always been a special grade with impeccable timing. That's why I'm adding to the time capsule a plane ticket to California. Unlike grades before, we were unable to participate in the tradition of going to Branksome Hall, Asia, and South Korea. But in light of this unlucky timing, the global leaders organized a trip to California, arguably one of the most memorable and the most fun trips. Even though many members of our grade mysteriously became ill as soon as we arrived, we were fortunate to be able to visit Google headquarters, the Stanford campus, and listen to our trip leader Brett's beautiful voice on the bus microphone. After 2 years of middle school awkwardness, this trip really allowed us to bond and come together to have an amazing time. It turned out it did not matter where we were in the world, it just mattered that we were all together. The friendships and memories of our California trip will last forever, as they created the foundation of love and support that we, GYs, have for each other. And of course, I don't think this speech would be complete without mentioning our adventure to Cloudflare, where the infamous Cloudflare snack raid of 2018 occurred. Upon entering their brand new headquarters, we all looked to our right and saw a huge kitchen space that had seriously every snack or drink that has ever been created. Now, everyone may not know this, but our weekly advisor sessions are very short and feature many snacks. So we basically train on a weekly basis to eat large amounts of food in record-breaking time. So when the Cloudflare host said, "Feel free to take anything you want from the kitchen," we all flooded into this 5-person maximum space. In his defense, he did not know he was dealing with students who were basically Olympic athletes of snacking. And though the teachers were unimpressed in the moment, to say the least, we all knew they were trying their hardest not to start laughing. It is the moments like these that allow the lighthearted nature of our grade to shine through, and it is these moments I'll miss most. With our stomachs full, we were then extremely grateful to hear from the Canadian CEO of Cloudflare, Michelle Zatlyn, who was named a technology pioneer of the world. I still remember the impact of seeing a woman who took risks and pursued her passion. She is one of the many incredible and inspiring women we saw during this trip, and I know that everyone who was there came away with a new role model and source of inspiration. As we continue to mature and navigate our own passions and interests, Michelle Zatlyn demonstrates the potential that we are all capable of achieving one day. We were lucky to have been immersed in all this innovation at such an impressionable age, making us strong, creative, and resilient for the years ahead. The importance of taking risks and making the most out of every situation always really helped us in Spirit Week. The item I would add to the time capsule to represent this is a basketball. Who could forget the annual event so sacred to our grade, Spirit Week? While we may have lost this year, it still holds some of our favorite memories as a grade. Our grade reps, Chloe and Kate, did a phenomenal job, and I am proud of our 3rd place finish. And I'm not saying the last place finish in the lip sync didn't hit hard. But while some grades are competitive and only focus on the win, we have always focused on being together and having a good time. This is no more evident than it was in grade 11, when instead of cramming choreography for our lip sync, Alex and Iman had the brilliant idea that we would play basketball. Was it polished? No. Did we spend 3 out of 6 minutes playing a live basketball game? Yes. This sounds like an utter disaster, but we ended up tying the lip sync event with the previous grade 12s for 1st place. We all gasped. The friendly rivalry between us and the grade 12s only grew. We then asked some of the judges why, and their response was, "It just looked like you were all having the best time of your lives up there." And we were, because we know that if we're together and having fun, we will always win. Even if we don't get the official title, we always win. And that brings us to now. Our newest uniform item, the GY personalized mask with the tartan writing that I am placing in the time capsule. There is a global pandemic that has brought devastation, and it has forced the global community to work together in unprecedented ways. And the world is finally waking up to confront the pandemic of racism. In our own community, the discussions of diversity, equity, and inclusion have never been more prevalent. And though there is still more work to do, I am proud of the progress we are making. So although this is a very uncertain and difficult time, we are living through history. The past year has shown us the issues in our world today, and I have great hope that we can help shape the world we are entering. And our day-to-day lives have looked drastically different from anything we could have imagined. I never thought that today I would be complaining about too much screen time. Like many of you, I've heard the words, "Wait, you're muted?" one too many times this year. While wearing sweatpants and hoodies to school used to be worth the infraction, I found myself missing plaid more than anything. But in every moment of uncertainty this year, I knew that the one thing that was certain was having all of you by my side. And while unfamiliarity can be slightly daunting, it is arguably the perfect time for a change for all of us. And though we lost the chaotic AWC lunchtimes, an in-person graduation, and most importantly, our precious grad room, I know that I have gained things from what we have lost. And what it has really made me realize is the importance of looking for the good moments in our day-to-day lives that we sometimes take for granted. Think about Maggie and the Chieftains Clan talent show where the bad dad jokes were the actual winners. GUI PowerPoint night where the prefects got roasted like never before. Our return to the beloved mid-div, the GY coffee program that saved us all, our massive White Lies Halloween costume fail, really should have gone with Pitbull, and of course, the non-IB exam route. Although these were reinventions of our normal, they should always be recognized. This wasn't the year we expected, and it honestly wasn't the one this grade deserved. No matter how frustrated and upset we felt about the circumstances, we learned how to manage these emotions and accept what was completely out of our control. Over the years, this graduating class has continuously embraced imperfection by taking the small victories and close to normal moments and not dwelling on what was lost, but rather celebrating what was possible. Most notably, we have shown empathy and conscientious compassion, relying on each other in more ways than I could have ever imagined or wished for. And as we look into the exciting futures ahead of us, I hope all of you will never take those small moments for granted. Because ultimately, they are what got us through these crazy and unpredictable years, and they are one of the reasons why we are all sitting here mostly happy and intact. It's important to acknowledge that there are thousands of other 17 and 8-year-olds who are experiencing the exact same losses, disappointment, and small victories that we have faced. And there are others who have been hit with very different and exceedingly difficult circumstances. Most of us have been fortunate to live a privileged pandemic because of the everyday opportunities that surround us and the community. I think one of the most important lessons from this pandemic is to not fixate on what was lost, but instead to learn from this experience and to understand that we all share the world's problems. And now we have remarkable opportunities to find the solutions. As I prepare to seal this metaphorical time capsule, I'm left primarily with a feeling of gratitude, knowing that we never took the small things for granted and we made the most out of every moment. We leave the objects in the time capsule behind, but the lessons about the importance of love, sacrifice, and in-person interactions will stay with us forever. And I can't wait for the moment in 50 years, in 2071, when we come together and open our actual grade time capsule. Although it may be hard to believe now, we will all laugh about the emergency meeting on our infamous final day of in-person class. I want to end by thanking all of you GYs for being the most inspiring group of people I've had the pleasure of growing up with. Though the grade group chat debates became slightly intense at times, it continuously reminded me how fortunate we all are to be part of such an articulate and headstrong grade. GYs, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity to share our story. After embracing a year like this, I can't think of a group of people more ready to enter the world and head off on new adventures. But for now, an exciting summer is ahead of all of us. Congratulations to everyone, and I can finally say, we did it! Thank you.
Liz, that was incredible, meaningful. Thank you. Such warm words on behalf of our 2021 graduates. We so enjoyed your idea of the time capsule, which holds memories, challenges, and it also tells the story of the triumph of your grade and your years together at Branksome. Liz, your positive energy and sincere gratitude they're just truly uplifting. On behalf of all of us, thank you so much, Liz. Well done. We will now enjoy a look back at some of the class of 2021's special Branksome memories.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
What a wonderful look back on the memories of 2021. We are at the point in our program where the Diploma 2 students will be acknowledged. I wish to make a special mention of our graduates who have been with us since kindergarten, 7 since junior kindergarten, and 5 since senior kindergarten. That means either 13 or 14 consecutive years at Branksome Hall. Beginning with senior kindergarten, Nicole Chin, Kaylin Kwan, Samantha Moffat-Sands, Caroline Thedaney, Phoebe Tufts. Junior kindergarten, Liz Brett, Emma Brower, Amelia Giacomelli, Alexandra Kennedy, Lucy McIntosh, Iman Salahundin, and Madeline Shepard Conlon. Please join me in congratulating these students. The graduates' advisors will now speak about each student individually. Please welcome the following advisors who will now share their comments. Ms. Chiara Bertolo, Mr. Terrence Cardy, Miss Alexia Sitak, Mrs. Heather Friesen, Miss Nicole Hallett, and Miss Judith Friend, Mr. Scott Harbin.
Emma Brower. Emma's time at Branksome came full circle this year when she became the junior school prefect. She began her journey with us in junior kindergarten, and her leadership role allowed her to see the resilience and positivity of our younger students, while also having the chance to reconnect with some of her former teachers. From her grade 10 week without halls trip to the interactive ESS field trip to the Don Valley River, Emma is grateful for the confidence, community, friendships, and memories that she has formed at Branksome. We congratulate Emma on winning the Gale Surmat Prize for Environmental Systems. Next year, Emma plans to study medicine at the University College of Dublin. Marjorie Chen. Marjorie will fondly remember playing the piano in the pit band for the musicals The Wizard of Oz and Narnia, as well as planning many club events during her 3 years at Branksome. She's been the head of DECA, Jump Math, and the French Speaking Club. She successfully organized the Stock Market Challenge for DECA and the French Public Speaking Festival. We congratulate Marjorie on winning the Helen L. Edmondson Memorial Prize for Biology and on receiving the Edwina J. Baker Prize for Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Standard Level. Next year, Marjorie plans to study biology and public health at Johns Hopkins University. She will be taking with her the friendships and the courage that she has found at Branksome. Lily Downey. Lily is grateful to her parents for their love and support and for providing her with an excellent education. She began her journey at Branksome in grade 10 when the Week Without Halls trip became an eventful first bonding experience with her peers. Lily will fondly remember her grade 10 English class because of the class debates that truly allowed her to shine. This year as the GY rep, she is proud to have helped her grade succeed through a challenging year. Lily looks forward to her university experience thanks to the work ethic and love of learning that she has developed at Branksome. Hannah Fraser. Hannah began her Branksome journey in grade 7, and she considers this a significant turning point in her growth. The following year, she became the service learning rep, and in grade 10, she served on the promotions council. In her final year, Hannah became the Scott Clan chieftain and the slogan editor. She is proud of the work ethic that she has developed and will carry with her to the liberal arts program at McGill University next year. From her California trip in grade 9 to Spirit Week of 2021, Hannah is grateful for the amazing friends that she has created along the way. Amelia Giacomelli. Amelia has been at Branksome since junior kindergarten, and she feels that this has been an important part of shaping who she is today. She developed a passion for service learning and has been on the Service Learning Council since grade 7. Amelia became the Service Learning Prefect in her final year. From her trip to California exploring San Francisco to kayaking on her grade 11 Week Without Halls trip, she is thankful for her wonderful groups of friends and the community that fostered her curiosity and love for learning. Amelia is looking forward to seeing how her experience at Notre Dame University will further shape who she becomes. Chloe Griffiths. Chloe is grateful to all her teachers and the friends she has gained on her academic journey here at Branksome. She has made lasting friendships on her soccer team both inside and outside of school. Branksome has not only given her valuable relationships, but also it has developed her confidence through experiences such as her grade 10 Week Without Halls trip and her grade 11 Spirit Week lip sync. Chloe will truly cherish these memories as she begins the next phase of her academic journey. Victoria McGrath. Victoria is grateful to her family and teachers who have supported her during her academic journey here at Branksome. She has enjoyed her participation in the Branksome Debate Society, the basketball team, peer circles, and the Sunnyview School Partnership. Victoria also had the opportunity to be part of Branksome's first Noodle Incubator program, where she launched her company Cubed Water, which uses proceeds to provide clean drinking water for Indigenous communities in Canada. Victoria's passion for service learning will continue to shape her future endeavors. Thalia Wu. Thalia is thankful to her teachers for their guidance, as well as to the friends who made school a lively place during her time at Branksome. She will fondly remember the snacks shared and advisor and her participation in the Ontario Students Classics Conference. Thalia met some of her closest friends in the Classics Club, where she was a co-senator last year. While virtual learning from Shanghai was challenging, the flexible sittings with her teachers helped her through. We congratulate Thalia on winning the prize for Spanish Standard Level. The resilience, optimism, and global perspective that Branksome has given her will help Thalia as she advances her studies in the field of economics. Ivana Rahman. Ivana is grateful to her family and teachers who have supported her during her academic journey at Branksome. She has made lasting friendships in her time here and will cherish the memories she has made, as well as the experiences of learning that she has had, especially her love of dance. From mentoring younger students during grade 11 Week Without Halls to volunteering at the Rakai Center, Ivana has enjoyed the opportunity to help others and watch them grow. We wish her well next year as she begins the next phase of her academic journey. Emma Wierzba. Emma appreciates the staff and faculty who have helped support her and who have given her meaningful experiences during her time at Branksome. She has been part of the dance company since grade 6 and became the manager during her time as a diploma student. She will fondly remember the Canadian Independence School Dance Festival, Dance Night, and the many friends that she has made. Emma appreciates the resilience that Branksome has given her. This has enabled her to succeed even during difficult times. Emma is excited to be continuing her passion for movement and the human body through studying kinesiology next year. Zoe Zhao. Zoe is grateful to her family and teachers who have supported her during her academic journey. She began at Branksome in grade 9 in our boarding program, where she has been generous in her tutoring of younger students by teaching them the resiliency she has gained in her time here. Zoe is a talented artist and her work has been published in the Perennial multiple times. Zoe will cherish the memories that she has made from chamber choir to being on the synthesis executive, and will take them with her as she embraces the next chapter of her life. Congratulations.
Bianca Ashero. Bianca is proud of her service learning project, the Sandwich Sisters, which provided meals to homeless shelters in the GTA. As a member of the drama club since grade 7 and as the drama head in grade 12, her favorite experiences have been the senior theater productions of Narnia and The Wizard of Oz, in which she played the role of the Wicked Witch of the West. Her efforts were recognized with the Heather Sanderson Memorial Award for Drama in 2020. Bianca has been a part of the track and field team for several years, participating in the 100 and 200 meter sprints and the long jump. She is most grateful for all of these opportunities and for the friends she has made at Branksome. We congratulate Bianca on winning the Harriet Eastwood 83 Prize for Theater. Bianca will attend Western University in the fall. Maya Bjork. Maya is most grateful for having met so many people from all over the world since entering Branksome in grade 10. She has immersed herself in school life, joining the soccer team for the last 2 years and developing her darkroom photography skills. As co-head of the Sunnyview Partnership Club, she thoroughly enjoyed honing her leadership skills and helping students with physical and mental challenges. In the fall, Maya will study economics and sustainable development at the University of St. Andrews, Scotland. Maxine Boujoux. Maxine entered Branksome in grade 9 and feels her greatest accomplishment has been her resilience and overcoming adversity. She is very proud of being the Jewish club head and a facilitator of the Creative Club. Her fondest memories have been the grade 11 Week Without Halls trip, completing the 5K run with classmates, and in particular, her exchange to Australia in the summer of grade 10. She is very excited to be attending Queen's University in the fall for either arts or concurrent education. Jenny Ding. Jenny will fondly remember working with the Peer Tutoring Club and volunteering as a teacher of Mandarin outside of school. She has taken full advantage of athletics as a member of the basketball, softball, and swim teams. In fact, some of her favorite Branksome memories have been the practices and meets in the swimming pool. She is most grateful for the connections and long-lasting friendships she has developed in her time at Branksome. Jenny is looking forward to attending Western University in the fall. Lauren Mahoney. Lauren has been at Branksome since grade 3. Her fondest memories include the grade 9 trip to California and the Model United Nations trip to The Hague. Lauren has shown her leadership skills throughout her time at Branksome, culminating in her being elected as club's prefect. She is enormously proud of successfully reinventing this role into a virtual format. Her dream of serving as prefect has only recently been surpassed by being accepted into the medicine program at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. Mary O'Reilly. Mary has been a very active participant in Branksome athletics as a member of the swimming, track, and cross-country teams, both in and outside of school. She is most grateful for having met her best friends at Branksome and for the support of her teachers and family throughout her studies. She has great memories of her exchange to South Africa and her trip to The Hague for Model United Nations. Mary is very pleased to be attending the Sauder School of Business at the University of British Columbia in the fall. Madeline Prince. Madeline is most grateful for the friendships she has fostered and to Branksome for giving her the confidence to do whatever she chooses to put her mind to. She is also appreciative of the many opportunities offered during her time at Branksome, her favorites being big sibling, little sibling, and peer circles. She has fond memories of the grade 10 and 11 week without halls trips and the grade 10 rowing trip in Stottsbury, Philadelphia. Madeline is greatly looking forward to attending McGill University in the fall for general arts. Samina Somani. During her time at Branksome, Samina proudly helped to organize Sandwich Sisters, providing meals to homeless shelters in the GTA. She has enjoyed her participation in the badminton and basketball teams, and in particular, her startup business venture, Cubed Water, as part of the Noodle Incubator program. Samina is thankful for the many opportunities at Branksome and for developing the strong study skills that she will put into practice at the University of British Columbia's Bachelor of Science program in the fall. Chloe Wen. In her 6 years at Branksome, Chloe is most grateful for her teachers, friends, and family, and she cherishes the opportunities she has had to work and to collaborate with them. Chloe developed her leadership skills as co-head of concert band and her athletic skills while playing badminton. We congratulate Chloe on winning the Marjorie Watson Toe 26 Prize for History and on being awarded the prize for sports, exercise, and health science. Chloe is very proud of her extended essay on the accomplishments of Indigenous and Black communities in World War I, which has motivated her to pursue a degree in history at the University of Toronto in the fall. Congratulations.
Uma Banerjee. Since arriving in grade 7, Uma has been on a self-discovery journey. It has shaped her into an open-minded, thoughtful, and confident student. Her involvement throughout the years have been numerous, with her contributions to peer support, synthesis, and So You Think You Clan Dance being particularly notable. Uma is a tireless champion of diversity and mental health, and she is most grateful to her friends, family, and teachers who have supported her throughout her time at Branksome Hall. Always looking forward, Uma will be taking her strengths and resilience to the Arts and Humanities program at Western University. Natalie Chan. Joining us in 2019, Natalie found herself building special memories at the Week Without Halls trip. She is grateful to her teachers who have shown her support and understanding and have encouraged her to be more confident in her knowledge. Natalie is creative, and she enjoys visual arts in her spare time and playing the piano. She has also taught herself to play the ukulele. This year, Natalie quietly volunteered for 7 Cups, an on-demand emotional health service and online therapy provider, and has built up her active listening skills while lending support to others. Wherever life takes Natalie in the future, she will be ready. Ryan Chastanet. Ryan came to Branksome Hall in grade 7 as a boarding student from St. Lucia, adapting to our cold climate and pushing through challenges. She has been the head of the Animal Rights Club for the last 3 years and has been an enthusiastic member of the Exuberance Choir. Ryan has been involved in the senior school theater productions of You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, and Honk. Her fondest memories from her time at Branksome Hall, including meeting close friends and causing controversy with her food choices during Animal Rights Club meetings. Next year, Ryan looks forward to studying media and public affairs at George Washington University. Elena Greenall. Elena is grateful for the support of her teachers, especially in her grade 12 year. Since 2015, she has emerged as a leader with impeccable time management skills. Elena is engaged in all aspects of school life, from her commitment to the dance company for the last 6 years to her involvement in HOSA Medical Club and our Advisor Card fundraising initiative. Elena is a well-rounded student who cares about her peers, works hard in her academic pursuits, and demonstrates enthusiasm and a willingness to take on challenges. We congratulate Elena on winning the Helen L. Edmondson Memorial Prize for Biology. Elena is interested in pursuing biochemistry in her post-secondary studies, where she will continue to support the well-being of others and expand her inquiring mind. Elizabeth Kingsmill. Elizabeth has been at Branksome since 2011. She has entered in grade 3. Over the years, she has led McLean Clan Chieftain, has stepped out of her comfort zone with the Noodle Accelerator program, and has built many friendships. Elizabeth is an athlete who has been a nationally competitive badminton player and a provincially competitive figure skater. At Branksome, she has been on the softball, badminton, and field hockey teams. Elizabeth's team spirit extends to her support of the larger community, having worked with Reading Buddies, Jump Math, and Big Sibling, Little Sibling. Set on engineering in her post-secondary pursuits, Elizabeth will continue to be an engaged participant in her community. Alyssa McLeod. Alyssa joined Branksome in 2019 and quickly adapted to life in Canada by making friends and sharing her excellent sense of humor with those around her. She is a good listener who cares about equity and supporting others. Alyssa has been involved in Reading Buddies at Rose Avenue Public School and the American Sign Language Club. Although this year has been a challenging one, Alyssa has demonstrated resilience and flexibility, both in her academic work and in her CAS involvements. Alyssa is grateful for the skills she has developed this past year and knows that the challenges she has faced have taught her to be a better learner. Emiko McLean. Emiko came to Branksome in 2018 and quickly immersed herself in the community, making friends, getting involved, and sharing her insightful perspectives. Emiko is an athlete who participated in Taekwondo and joined the Branksome field hockey team. She is a leader, having served as head of Reading Buddies program and synthesis. Emiko is a student who believes in respectful citizenship and actively works to make space for conversations and create a positive and equitable community around her. In the last 3 years, Emiko has worked hard and has built many skills that she will use in her post-secondary studies. Jin Ryu. Looking back at her time at Branksome Hall since 2013, Jin is grateful to have the teachers who have shown her support, understanding, and flexibility. She is grateful to have the opportunity to demonstrate the courage of her convictions. Jin has been a thoughtful member of the community discussions throughout her time at Branksome. She fondly remembers Week Without Halls trips and participating with both performers and crew members in the development of synthesis. Jin has been head of Reading Buddies, has participated in dance crew, and she contributed to Perennial. We congratulate Jen on being awarded the Pippa Harris Memorial Prize for Visual Art. As she looks forward to her post-secondary education, it is clear that Jen will be remarkable wherever she decides to go. Tayo Steininger. Tayo has emerged from the last 6 years as a vivacious leader. She has engaged in meaningful conversations and made many lasting friendships. Tayo has been highly engaged in the Branksome community, from her athleticism on the track and field team to her significant contributions to senior and middle school theater productions. This past year, as middle school prefect, Tayo shared her love and dedication to social justice with her middle school peers. Tyle fondly recalls lunches spent with friends and building confidence in herself and others. Tyle looks forward to taking a gap year next year, where she will continue to share her adventurous and compassionate spirit wherever she goes. Congratulations.
Izzy Boris. Izzy is the Campbell clan chieftain, and what an interesting year to be the chieftain. Despite the challenges of the pandemic, Izzy has creatively led us through many successful new and innovative ways to build community, while still maintaining our traditions. A pivotal experience for Izzy was being a clan leader during the Week Without Halls trip, an experience that solidified her interest in leadership. Grade 9 was an exciting time to join the school because Izzy was among so many other new students, and she has made many lasting friendships. Izzy's academic interests lie in the area of business and arts, and she's looking forward to taking the next step on her journey. Jane Cobden. Since joining the Branksome community in grade 7, Jane has developed independence and lifelong friendships for which she is grateful. Jane's determination and resilience shone through when illness struck her in grade 10, forcing her to miss a significant portion of the year. Jane worked hard to overcome this setback, returned to school, and is justifiably proud of her accomplishment. Athletics have been a big part of Jane's life at Branksome. In particular, being a member of the soccer and rowing teams are key reasons why she has loved her time at Branksome. Next year, Jane is off to Queen's University to study in the Faculty of Arts and Science. Kiki Dineley. Kiki's fondest memories of her years at Branksome include the Week Without Halls trip and Spirit Week, experiences where her grade cohort emerged stronger and more connected, determined to succeed in a shared goal and to collectively overcome challenges. These experiences fostered wonderful friendships, for which Kiki is grateful. When Kiki joined Branksome in grade 7, she thought 2021 was so far away. However, the time has quickly flown by. Through her unique combination of courses, which included computer studies and art, and co-curriculars such as Coding Club, Kiki has discovered a passion for computer studies, design, and media. She will pursue this passion at university in the fall. Kaylin Kwan. Kaylin started at Branksome in senior kindergarten, and she culminates her 13-year experience as a proud inaugural team member and finalist in the Noodle Student Business Accelerator Program. She is also proud of the creative baking she has done for her classes over the years. While she's ready to move on, Kaylin is grateful for the lifelong community she has made at Branksome and for the many opportunities for growth she has experienced. We congratulate Kaylin on winning the Vyra Vicha Berga Prize for Economics in Higher Level. Kaylin found her perfect university program, the new Business, Technology, and Entrepreneurship program at NYU's Stern School of Business, where she will combine her love of computer science with her love of entrepreneurship. Kate Plowman. When Kate first came to Branksome for an admission tour in preparation for joining the school in grade 1, she didn't want to leave. Kate is grateful to her family for giving her this second home, to the close friends she has made, and to the teachers who have inspired her. Kate has been a competitive horseback rider throughout her career, and in finding balance between school and equestrianism, she has learned to work hard and never to give up. These are strengths that will serve her well next year as she begins her studies in political science and history at Western University's Huron College. Iman Salahuddin. 14 years ago, when Iman started at Branksome, who would have known that this shy student in junior kindergarten would grow to have such a strong voice? Athletics have played an important role in developing her confidence and connection to the Branksome community. She has been a member of the soccer team since grade 6 and the volleyball team since grade 5. Being Spirit Week rep in grade 11 was a turning point in Iman's leadership. As a result of her leadership roles this year as chair of the Diversity Council and head of the Gender Studies Club, Iman leaves a lasting legacy by fostering a more inclusive Branksome Hall. Iman plans to pursue studies in the area of international relations at the University of Toronto. Aliana Sachu. Aliana attended the junior school for grades 3 to 6, and after a brief experience elsewhere, returned to Branksome in grade 9. She fondly recalls Miss Jervich telling her, "Once a Branksome girl, always a Branksome girl," which really spoke to the community she was returning to. Outside school, Aliana is a very committed and accomplished competitive dancer, training in many styles, including jazz, ballet, and contemporary. Aliana is looking forward to taking a varied course load at McGill University with a possible leaning towards political science or international relations. Naomi Smolkin. Omi has learned to put her confidence into action and to stretch herself since arriving at Branksome in grade 3. She brought excellent leadership skills to her role as co-head of peer tutoring and has enjoyed the responsibility of onboarding new tutors and making sure the program runs effectively. Omi has consistently participated in musical ensembles throughout her Branksome career and has focused on individual playing during COVID. Omi has especially enjoyed her English and physics classes, building relationships with her teachers, and spending time with friends. Omi is looking forward to continuing her growth at university. Emma Joe. Emma has served the Branksome community well as this year's student government prefect, a role she had set her sights on since first joining Branksome in grade 7. Emma is a confident leader, channeling the skills she has developed as a champion public speaker and debater. Her fondest memories and proudest moments were representing Canada and Branksome Hall as a participant in 2 World Individual Debating and Public Speaking Championships in 2019 and 2021, and winning the English-Speaking Union Championships in 2020. Emma will put these skills to good use as she begins her career in political science at UCLA. Congratulations.
Catherine Chen. Catherine distinguished herself through her many accomplishments and contributions to Branksome since arriving in grade 10. As co-head of the French Public Speaking Club, Business Club, and Jump Math, she was able to share her strengths and develop her leadership skills while mentoring others. During the pandemic, Catherine pivoted with enthusiasm to online club meetings and competitions such as the Stock Market Challenge and Festival d'Art Oratoire. A gifted musician, Catherine contributed to the success of Narnia, The Wizard of Oz, and other performances. We congratulate Catherine on winning the Jenny E. McNeil Prize for English Language and Literature Standard Level, and on being awarded with the Lynn Williams Ross 59 Prize for French. Congratulations also on receiving the Edwina J. Baker Prize for Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Higher Level. Next year, Catherine is thrilled to be pursuing her passion for economics at the University of Chicago. Jade Danis. An avid skier, Jade found her niche at Branksome as a valued member of the Alpine ski team. From fall dryland training to winter competitions, she appreciated the chance to practice her favorite sport while enjoying the camaraderie of the team. As a ski coach outside of school, Jade was a role model for young students. Jade also showed her competitive spirit as a member of the Ultimate Frisbee team. Some of her proudest accomplishments were her extended essay on Quebec separatism and the films she produced in film class. Jade is excited to begin her studies in film production at the Met Film School in London, England. Kate Downey. A dancer from a young age, Kate was able to gain new skills in the dance program and also enjoyed being part of showcases at Branksome. She is a dedicated cross-country runner who trained for competitions during her 4 years of high school. A natural leader, Kate made connections with younger students as a peer tutor and in her role with the peer circles. A student leader of the Sandwich Sisters Initiative, Kate realized her desire to impact the wider community and to help those at risk during the pandemic. She also had great success with her noodle startup, selling cubed water to benefit First Nation communities. Lainey Enns. Some of Lainey's most treasured Branksome memories are from her graduating year. These include her involvement with the social council, the friends she made, and the opportunity to be involved with the larger school community. Throughout high school, Lainey developed leadership skills and made a positive impact as a peer supporter and member of the Best Buddies program. Through her service activities, she gained new perspectives while developing a cherished friendship with her buddy Sandrine. Lainey appreciates her friends at Branksome and the close-knit school community. She is very excited to be pursuing her studies in arts at McGill University.
Orissa Guy. Orissa has found joy in music and in leadership during her Branksome career. In grade 9, Orissa joined stage band as an alto saxophone player, and in grade 11, she took on the responsibilities of head of stage band. A keen swimmer since grade 5, Orissa was captain in grade 10 when the swim team competed at OFSA. For 3 years, the Sustainability Council benefited from Orissa's leadership. Orissa is looking forward to studying engineering at Queen's University in the fall. Katie Jones. Katie has distinguished herself as a musician, an athlete, and a leader during her time at Branksome. Katie played tenor saxophone in the stage band, and in grade 9, she was a member of the pit band for the senior theatre production of Honk. A top-seeded tennis player, Katie has competed successfully in both singles and doubles as a member of the tennis team for 3 years. A co-head of Sustainability Council in grade 11, this year, Katie was a member of RISE, or Resilient Inspirational Sisters of Excellence, and she helped to facilitate positive identity exploration for Black students in the junior school. Katie now feels ready to move on to the next chapter in her life at university. Lauren O. Lauren began her Branksome journey in grade 9. Since then, her significant accomplishments have reflected her fascination for the written and spoken word, acting, and film. For the past 2 years, Lauren has fulfilled the responsibilities of co-head of debate and has participated in debating tournaments at Queen's University and Harthouse. Her studies in the Diploma Film course have been complemented by her enrollment in weekly on-camera acting classes, which took place off-campus. In the fall, Lauren is looking forward to pursuing her passion for performance in the acting program at the University of British Columbia. Priyanka Rao. Priyanka started at Branksome in grade 5 and over the years has made many friends. A dedicated rower all through high school, Priyanka devoted much time and energy, including her summers, to this demanding sport. She treasures the friendships she has made through rowing and the opportunities to connect with students in other grades. Priyanka has found fulfillment through Best Buddies, to which she has been committed for 4 years. As club head, Priyanka honed her leadership and communication skills while making sure that meetings were inclusive and fun for all. We wish Priyanka well in her future learning. Claire Robotham. Claire joined the Branksome community in grade 9. She is grateful for her team learning experiences and the opportunities to make meaningful contributions. A dedicated member of the swim team since grade 9, Claire was excited to compete at OFSA in grade 10. After joining the sound crew for the senior theatre production of The Wizard of Oz, Claire learned how to mix sound during the performances. Claire has been an energetic co-head of Fit Club at weekly workouts, and she has served the community conscientiously at Sunnyview Public School this year. History, English, and economics are Claire's favorite subjects, and she looks forward to studying liberal arts or social sciences at university next year. Congratulations.
Claire Alexander. Claire started at Branksome Hall in grade 7. Throughout her time in the middle and senior schools, she has delighted theater audiences in roles such as Snoopy in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, Drake in Honk, and the Cowardly Lion in The Wizard of Oz. Almost exclusively male animals, she is quick to point out. Claire has also enjoyed her participation in the Classics Club, remembering fondly the annual conferences at Brock University. Next year, Claire will join University College at the University of Toronto, where she will study arts and humanities. Kaya Baral. A Branksome student for 10 years, Kaya first joined our community in grade 2. She is proud of having balanced the academic rigor of the IB program while participating in a range of activities, including reading buddies, dance, and theater. Kaya's most cherished memories are the times she was able to bond with her grade and be with friends. She particularly enjoyed the trips to Great Wolf Lodge and California, as well as the canoe trip in Algonquin Park. In September, Kaya is looking forward to studying sciences at university. Liz Brett. Liz has been a part of the Branksome community since junior kindergarten. A natural leader and community builder, she is particularly proud of her work as captain of the rowing team, senior editor of The Slogan, and as this year's admissions prefect. Liz's favorite memories are school events such as Spirit Week and the annual holiday assemblies. She is grateful that Branksome has given her lifelong friends, amazing teachers, and a love of learning. We congratulate Liz on receiving the Dorothy G. Phillips Prize in Mathematics, Applications, and Interpretation. In September, Liz is looking forward to studying arts at McGill University. Ruby Gibbons. Ruby joined the Branksome community in grade 7. She has enjoyed for several years performing as a member of the dance company and participating in the Wandering Spirits Reading Buddies program. Ruby's favorite memories include the trip to California, as well as day-to-day moments such as lunches with friends. She is grateful to have had the opportunity to attend Branksome and for everyone who has supported her journey. Ruby is excited to move to Kingston, where she will study arts at Queen's University beginning in September. Jennifer Kwok. Jennifer joined the boarding community at Branksome in grade 8. Her passion for helping others led to extensive involvement in the Peer Promoters Program, including serving as one of this year's co-heads. Jennifer has also been involved in the boarding council and contributed to the planning of the World Affairs conferences. Growing up in South Korea, Jennifer is proud of how well she integrated into Canadian culture, made friends from around the world, and improved her English. A particularly fond memory is the grade 10 Week Without Halls trip. We congratulate Jennifer on being awarded a bilingual IB diploma for Korean. Next year, Jennifer is looking forward to studying business. Apple Liu. Apple came to Branksome as a boarding student in grade 8. She found joy in a diverse range of activities, from debating to performing in the pit ensembles for musical productions. Apple twice earned a place in the prestigious CIS Music Festival, and she is proud to have been a co-head of the Canadian Independent Schools Chinese Association. We congratulate Apple on winning the prize for Sports, Exercise, and Health Science, and on being awarded the Star Family Prize for Film. Apple is grateful that she managed the IB program by developing strong organizational and study habits. Next year, Apple is looking forward to putting these skills to use at the University of California, Berkeley, where she will study film and legal studies. Maya Ross. Maya joined the Branksome community as a grade 7 student. Over the past 6 years, she has developed a remarkably comprehensive and diverse co-curricular portfolio. Maya's proudest memories include filling nearly every technical crew role in the senior theater productions and serving as a co-head of the Sunnyview Public School Service Learning Program. She has also enjoyed participating in the annual Classics conferences. Maya has diligently organized our advisor group snack schedule since grade 7 and has been our point person for CAS for the last 2 years. We congratulate Maya on winning the Harriet Eastwood 83 Prize for Theater. Maya's passion for the ancient world has led her to Western University's School of Advanced Arts and Humanities, along with a second major in classical studies. Chloe Seljak. Chloe's Branksome journey began in grade 9. Chloe is a curious student who created the Letters to the Elderly Club during the pandemic. She is a passionate athlete and has been a long-standing member of the rowing team, including serving as a senior captain. She fondly remembers trips to the Stotz Regatta in Philadelphia and the head of the Charles in Boston. Her favorite memories are those that involved friends, Spirit Week, hanging out together in common spaces, and most recently, endless hours spent in the spare room. Chloe is excited for September, when she will study computer science at McGill University. Maggie Shanahan. Maggie came to Branksome Hall as a grade 9 student. She quickly immersed herself in the rowing program, and some of her favorite memories are traveling to regattas in Boston and Philadelphia. This year, Maggie served as the Ross Clan chieftain. She is tremendously grateful for the friendships she has made and for teachers who have supported her academically. Maggie will always remember the little moments in school life, AWC lunches, spare period 3s, and the welcoming environment in her classes. She will attend Syracuse University in the fall to study psychology. Caroline Fidani. Caroline joined the Branksome Hall community 13 years ago in senior kindergarten. Her compassionate nature and affinity for working with others have led her to diverse leadership positions on the rowing team, STEM Council, Robotics Club, and most recently as the Alumna Association and Parents Association representative. With a passion for learning across many subjects, Caroline is especially proud of her achievements in higher level physics and mathematics. She is grateful to the adults who have supported her journey, and she is looking forward to working in the field of innovation in the future. Congratulations.
Well, a special thank you to all our advisors, and congratulations to this group of students who have been recognized. Advisors, thank you for sharing these important reflections about our graduates. We're going to now introduce the choir, conducted by Agnes Singh, vocal teacher, who has prepared a performance of Glorious by Stephanie Maybe and arranged by Tom Felke. Please enjoy this musical performance.
It's been there within you all
Thank you, Miss Ng, and the grade 12 choir member, Clarice Chen, and everyone who just performed for us. What a beautiful performance. We will now resume celebrating our graduates. We will hear from the following advisors who will share their comments. Miss Kate Hebden, Mr. John Hayter, Miss Samantha Koschek, and Miss Corey Miller, Mrs. Kimberly Carter, Miss Jennifer Stumborg, and Miss Karen Whitaker.
Najat El-Hussan. Arriving in grade 8, Najat quickly immersed herself in service to others, starting with being a peer support facilitator in grade 10, and later becoming the representative for the service learning through her diploma years. As a student participating in the Reading Buddies program in grade 4, Najat made it her mission to join as a buddy herself and became co-head in grade 10. Maintaining her enthusiasm for service, Najat organized a book drive for Wandering Spirit School. By taking small risks, Najat learned to build her public speaking skills and confidence to act as a catalyst for open dialogue in our community. She's appreciative of all the support and encouragement she's received from her family and from the Branksome community. Najat will study sciences at the University of British Columbia, where she's achieved the Centennial Scholars Award. Clarice Chen. When Clarice arrived at Branksome Hall in grade 9, her boundless energy and zest for life and learning were palpable and never stopped over her 4 years at Branksome. She relished the opportunity to help new students acclimatize to our school and developed a passion for the peer tutoring program, always giving herself in support of her peers to build enthusiasm for math and sciences. She balanced this with her leadership in exuberance and chamber choirs. Clarice took on the challenge of being the only diploma music student, and she tickled the ivories for us often. Clarice is the recipient of the Mary Becker Grant 33 Memorial Prize for Chemistry. She's also been awarded the Linda Stearns 56 Prize for Music. In addition, Clarice is the recipient of the prize for Ab Initio Spanish. Clarice credits Branksome Hall for her many found friendships, along with her acceptance into Wellesley College in Boston, Massachusetts. She's been grateful to study in a place where a girl can focus on ability and not gender. Nicole Chin. As a senior kindergarten student, Nicole began building the bonds of friendships to last a lifetime, and this stands out most in her career at Branksome Hall. A highlight for Nicole was her grade 9 California experience to see how innovation comes to life in Silicon Valley. Nicole enjoyed her Spanish Ab Initio course and is also appreciative of the support systems of all her teachers and her counselor. While leaving Branksome after 13 years will be quite an adjustment, Nicole is looking forward to a new adventure in studying business management. Irina Chub Krasnoshchuk. Irina joined our boarding program coming from the Ukraine in grade 8. Her gravitation to and steadfast interest in the arts was clear from the beginning of her career at Branksome, and she immersed herself in all it had to offer. Irina joined the chamber choir in grades 8 to 10, acted in 4 one-act plays, played a few roles in Honk, and played Ms. Macready in Narnia in grade 9. Irina was the head of the theater ensemble in grade 10, joined dance company in grade 11, and achieved both her silver and gold theater pins. Irina plans to continue her interest and passion for the arts when she studies arts and humanities at Queen's University in the fall. Kira Daru Santos. Kira began her studies at Branksome Hall in grade 1, and her time at Branksome included stepping out of her comfort zone to participate in many opportunities that were presented. Highlights include the Frozen play in the junior school and being a committed member of the rowing program from grades 9 to 12. Kira took on the challenge of the inaugural year of the Noodle Incubator program, where she co-founded Restore, a sustainable self-care subscription service. Kira honed her skills, perseverance, and organization while building lifelong friends. Following a similar passion for the life sciences as her mother and grandmother demonstrated, Kira will attend the neuroscience program at the University of Guelph. Natasha Himsworth. Arriving in grade 9, Natasha quickly immersed herself in athletics, enjoying her passion for soccer and trying out ultimate frisbee. Natasha represented Branksome Hall in both of these sports from grades 9 to 11. Through competition on the field and collaboration in class, Natasha is honored to have made such valuable friends along the way. Natasha has been awarded a bilingual IB diploma for French. She is also the recipient of the IB Subject Award for French. She also learned she has great interest in biology and is grateful to her teachers for sparking her enthusiasm for this science. Natasha will be studying biomedical or human sciences this fall. Kate McCallum. Kate skated her way into Branksome Hall in grade 9, bringing her passion for athletics with her. She immersed herself in hockey and field hockey, as well as running track. Kate loved being a part of what makes a team thrive, good friends, and a shared interest in competing for the school. Kate also made time for reading buddies and organized a Relay for Life fundraiser in support of cancer research. Kate is the recipient of the Vieira Bike Breierberger Prize for Economics Standard Level. In the last 2 years, Kate most enjoyed her economics class and will no doubt make use of the learning when studying commerce in the fall. Maggie Neinstein. Maggie started her career at Branksome Hall in grade 2 and has made many lasting memories. Memories that stand out are the grade 9 experience in California, where the grade bonded so well, and many Week Without Hall's adventures, and her 4 years in the rowing program. As clans prefect, Maggie worked to make online events best they can possibly be, and really appreciated working with the prefect team to support the school. Maggie will be studying the arts in the fall and is thankful to our Branksome Hall community for creating such a positive impact on her life. Carrie O'Neill. Carrie arrived at Branksome Hall in grade 9 and managed a rigorous schedule of synchronized skating at the national intermediate level throughout her high school years. Carrie was also actively involved in our Reading Buddies program, and the memories from the Week Without Hall's canoe trip remain strong. She honed her skills in baking to support the St. Francis Table Outreach program that addresses food insecurity. Carrie appreciated building her confidence and her belief in her goals. She enjoyed her learning that built a foundation for studying in the Faculty of Arts at McGill in the fall. Joyce Sang. Joyce began her career at Branksome in grade 9. She joined the boarding program, and our advisor program relished the opportunity to hear her many stories of school life in China. Joyce has quite a comedic flair. Joyce has also been actively involved with her own NGO, supporting literacy skills in rural China. Joyce appreciated her learning at Branksome. It helped her flourish in her coursework that led to a particular interest in economics and higher level math. Joyce has been awarded a bilingual IB diploma. She is also the recipient for the prize for Mandarin. Congratulations, everyone.
Maya Vigilakowski. Maya has been at Branksome since grade 7, and she has taken advantage of all that the school has to offer. In grade 9, she found her passion for rowing and has been an active member of the team ever since. The dedication and commitment required by this sport have translated into other aspects of Maya's academic life, as reflected in her love of mathematics and economics. In grade 11 and 12, as head of the business club, Maya showed her ability to organize and to lead. Next year, Maya plans to study engineering in university. Naomi Gans. Naomi has flourished in her years at Branksome. She has discovered a latent interest in the liberal arts, and she has excelled in her academic pursuits. Using her time at Branksome as a springboard, Naomi plans to forge a path in university molded by the knowledge gained and opportunities experienced in high school. Her involvement and interests were varied and meaningful, from the kinesthetic love of dance to the rigor of the business club and to the social involvement of peer tutoring and reading buddies. Naomi will forever remember the sense of community and competitive drive fostered at Branksome by experiences such as the grade 9 California trip and the Week Without Halls trip. We congratulate Naomi on winning the Marjorie Watson Tao 26 Prize for History. Next year, Naomi will be studying liberal arts at university. Lila Heslop. Since coming to Branksome in 2015, Lila has immersed herself in all that Branksome has to offer. Growing up alongside her fellow GYs has been a very special experience for Lila, as the friendship she has made in the last 6 years will stay with her for life. Lila's love of the Branksome spirit culminated naturally in her leadership position as social and well-being prefect. She showed her adaptability when her role moved from an events-based position to one that was focused on well-being and reconnection. Lila will always be remembered for her valiant attempt to make all the grade 11s wear the same pair of glasses in the yearbook picture. Well, 6 out of 116 isn't too bad. Maggie King. Maggie has thrown herself into all aspects of school life since arriving at Branksome in grade 5. Her enthusiastic participation in co-curricular activities and in the Student Service Learning Program in South Africa have been a source of pride. A keen musician since grade 9, Maggie has been a key member of several musical ensembles. In addition, she has been a dedicated club head of Wandering Spirits Reading Buddies and an active member of the Social Council. In her last 2 years of the IB program, Maggie has worked exceptionally hard to excel in academics, particularly in her higher levels humanities courses. Next year, Maggie is debating between studying business or the arts. Olivia Memoliti. Olivia has been at Branksome since grade 7, and in that time, she has developed her academic abilities and formed many friendships with her peers. She is grateful for the experiences and opportunities that have been afforded to her by attending Branksome. Along the way, Olivia has always found time for fun and for participation in school life. Notable examples include the kinesiology field trip to Waterloo and the grade 11 Spirit Week. Next year, Olivia is looking forward to taking the skills and guidance that she experienced at Branksome and to forging her own unique path in the world. Lucy McIntosh. Lucy came to Branksome in junior kindergarten. Since that time, Branksome has become her second home. This year, she was very happy to take on the role of the Cloud Clan chieftain. Even though the role looked very different this year, she was thankful for the opportunity to develop her leadership skills and to get to know her. Lucy will forever remember the annual Spirit Week wins and the California trip in grade 9. Friendships that Lucy has made in her last 14 years will stay with her for life. Next year, as Lucy moves on to an independent life, she will miss the 2-minute walk to school and to having to use the overpass to cross Mount Pleasant. Samantha Moffat-Sands. Sam has been at Branksome since 2008, when she entered senior kindergarten. Friends have been a central part of Sam's experience at Branksome, starting back when she first met her classmates 12 years ago. Sam is passionate about the arts, both in and out of the classroom. Having progressed from junior to senior art editor of Perennial, she has loved being part of a team that provided fellow students with an opportunity to showcase their creativity. Next year, Sam will pursue a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree with a plan to pursue a career in studio arts. Brooke Shaughnessy. Brooke has spent most of her life as a Branksome student, and she has grown and flourished in the last 10 years since she arrived in grade 2. Brooke's pride in her strong work ethic and innate sense of honesty and fairness are evident in the respect she earns from both teachers and her peers. A strong friend group has always been central to Brooke. We congratulate Brooke on winning the Jenny E. McNeil Prize for English Language and Literature Higher Level, and on being awarded the Ruth D. Craig Prize for Latin. Congratulations also on receiving the Edwina J. Baker Prize for Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Standard. Brooke is a principled and confident student who will use her post-secondary education to pursue a career in the sciences. Leighton Simmons. Leighton came to Branksome in grade 4 and immediately distinguished herself as an involved and active member of the community. The love for the classics and liberal arts had been a constant theme throughout her academic career. Key member of the Classics Club and founding member of the Decolonization Club, she has a keen sense of social justice. Outside the classroom, Leighton has been on the soccer, volleyball, and slow pitch teams. At the culmination of her time at Branksome, Leighton, as the head prefect, has led our school with grace, flexibility, and compassion. Phoebe Tufts. Phoebe is proud of her contributions to Branksome athletics over the years. She has played in the basketball, badminton, and tennis teams, displaying her love of competition and teamwork. She showed her involvement in community service by volunteering at Sunnyview Public School and by working with disabled youth. Phoebe enjoyed making friends over the years at Branksome, and she wishes to thank her teachers who helped her along the way. Next year, Phoebe will be studying film at Sir Wilfrid Laurier University. Congratulations.
Julia Brito Pound. Julia has a growth mindset, which has contributed to her academic achievements and confidence as a leader during her time at Branksome Hall. She has fond memories of her involvement on the tennis and swim teams and of spending time with her friends in the Resource Center. Julia has been a committed volunteer at the Rakai Center and at Sunnyview Public School. She also led fundraisers to support various causes. Julia developed her creativity skills in diploma art, which will surely contribute to her future studies. Avery Burnham. Avery is proud of her contributions to Branksome community through her work as a peer circles facilitator and as a member of the ski team. She has been a dedicated participant with the Reading Buddies program and the sound crew for the senior theater production. Avery has a great sense of humor, and an advisor, she has regaled us with wonderfully entertaining stories about her daily adventures. Avery is a very talented artist who plans to pursue studio art at university. Julia Burton. Julia has been a Branksome for 8 years and is known as a talented Highland dancer. She has shared her enthusiasm for the art form with their community during synthesis, when she danced alongside her sister. One of Julia's fondest memories is Highland dancing and advisor meetings. As an avid member of the Gender Studies Club, she enjoyed examining topics from multiple perspectives. Julia has flourished in her years at Branksome, and we look forward to seeing what she achieves next in life. Isabel Farnham. Isabel is an avid and adventurous camper, and she has participated in many summer-long canoe trips. Her innovative mindset and ability to solve problems creatively led to her participation in Branksome's first ever Noodle Accelerator program. This opportunity enabled her to pitch her company to a group of highly regarded panelists and entrepreneurs. Isabel is proud of her accomplishments in her linguistic courses, such as French Language A, which she has studied as part of her bilingual IB diploma. We congratulate Isabel on earning a bilingual IB diploma for French and on being awarded the IB Subject Award for French. Bonne chance dans l'avenir, Isabel. Mariana Flores Camacho. Mariana has shared many laughs and anecdotes in our weekly advisor meetings. Some of her favorite moments of high school are related to Spirit Week. Mariana has provided our community with outstanding leadership this year as our boarding prefect. She is truly a globally minded citizen who has made great memories and lifelong friendships with fellow boarders. Mariana plans to pursue her love of science at university and to become a female leader in the STEM field. We wish her well in these pursuits.
Chloe McClossick. Chloe was a fearless and enthusiastic leader at this year's Spirit Week chair. Her positive spirit and creative mindset led to innovative ways for our community to connect during this important school event despite pandemic restrictions. Chloe's been a member of the Model United Nations Club throughout high school and represented Branksome at many conferences. Chloe is particularly fond of her time running weekly meetings as co-head of the Model United Nations. We congratulate Chloe on winning the Christine Auld West Prize for Geography and on being awarded the Mary McLean Stewart 31 Prize for Physics. Congratulations also on receiving the Edwina J. Baker Prize for Mathematics Analysis and Approaches Standard Level. In the future, Chloe's looking forward to earning a degree in engineering at Queen's University. Eliana Pascola. In her 6 years at Branksome Hall, Eliana has exuded all things creative, from her delicious vegan meals to her exquisite artwork. During this most unusual final year, Eliana has been co-head of peer circles and demonstrated strong leadership skills and qualities by pivoting the program from in-person to virtual connections. Eliana's innovative perspectives and creative passion will surely support her continued education in arts and design at Parsons in New York next year. Madeline Shepard-Conlon. Maddie has been wearing Branksome plaid since junior kindergarten. An ardent equestrian, she loves horses and has volunteered and presented at the Royal Winter Fair. In recent years, Maddie has demonstrated resilience and perseverance and become an expert at virtual learning. Maddie has decorated her neighborhood with chalk art during the lockdown and plans to do the same next year. We are very excited to see how Maddie pursues her interest in social sciences at university. Mei Song. Mei's participation in orchestra and various band ensembles has been a big part of her life since grade 7, and she's been the concert master of the orchestra for the past 2 years. She is proud of spearheading a book drive which benefited children both locally and abroad. Mei has impeccable time management skills, which she focused on mentoring children and interning with Branksome's communications team. We congratulate Mei on winning the prize for Spanish higher level. As Mei prepares to explore life in a new city, she's grateful for the lifelong relationship she has fostered here. Next year, Mei will attend the University of Southern California. Tina 1. Tina's fondest memories at Branksome Hall include orientation and the grade 11 Week Without Halls trip. She's proud of organizing debate events, joining the badminton team, and sharing ideas at meetings of the boarding council. Tina feels she has developed a sense of responsibility and learned from the perspective of her peers. She also organized a technology service drive to improve children's access to education. Next year, Tina's looking forward to forging her own unique path in the world, and we are eager to see what she will do next as she heads off to Wellesley College. Congratulations.
Ms. Ashley McInnes, Mrs. Weinstock, and I are so proud of our advisees and graduates. Adeline Arthur. Adeline enjoyed participating in our Noodle program, through which she started a company that focuses on the issue of single-use plastics within the hygiene industry. During her 6 years at Branksome, one of her fondest memories is lunching in the AWC with friends. She is grateful for these strong friendships and the solid work ethic she has developed. This year, her role as the McAlpine Clan Chieftain was a wonderful opportunity to lead activities and to be involved in the Reconnect Week, welcoming new and returning students to campus. Next year, Adeline is looking forward to friendships and opportunities at university. Mackenzie Calhoun. Mackenzie joined Branksome Hall in grade 7, and she credits her time at the school for the development of her leadership skills and her ability to take initiative. She is proud that she focused on completing all 3 sciences at Branksome. This year, her leadership roles included Alum and Parents Association Junior School Representative. In past years, she was a member of the Promotions Council and Global Ideas Institute team, and represented Branksome at DECA case competitions. Mackenzie fondly remembers the grade 9 California trip, and she is excited to continue her learning journey at university next year. Annie Conrad. Annie participated in Branksome's exchange program at Ravenswood School in 2019 and spent time in Australia. She's grateful to have had this opportunity to learn more about herself, gain independence, and realize her love of adventure. During her 6 years at Branksome, Annie has made lifelong friendships. In grade 11, the memory of being a cabin leader on the Week Without Halls trip was a highlight. Annie also credits the school with the development of her confidence and perseverance. Annie started a business creating and selling headbands, and through this opportunity, learned the importance of collaboration and was proud to donate the proceeds to charity. Annie is excited for university, where she will explore opportunities that combine business and fashion. Willa Cuthbertson. Willa greatly values the community of friends she has developed over her 6 years at Branksome. Her involvement in the co-curricular activities and athletics, specifically the ski and cross-country teams, has allowed her to develop her interests and a strong work ethic. The grade 10 Week Without Halls trip and the grade 11 Spirit Week are among some of her favorite memories. Willa is excited to pursue her passion for kinesiology at either Queen's or Wilfrid Laurier University. Molly Lindsay. Molly is a witty, clever, fun-loving member of the graduating year who stays abreast of current events. She can also be called upon to fix our bicycles. One of Molly's favorite memories from her 6 years at Branksome was a grade 9 trip to California. More recently, and during the pandemic, she used her creative talents to support both her own well-being and that of her community by painting, as well as making masks and supportive posters. Molly is grateful for having had the opportunity to discover and to hone her passion for film. She looks forward to furthering that passion by attending film school. Nicole Monet. Nicole is most grateful for her family, friends, and the teachers who have supported her during her 6 years at Branksome Hall. Athletics has been an important aspect of her school involvement, and she's enjoyed experiences and friendships developed through her time on different teams, including rowing and swimming. Some of her favorite memories include the grade 10 Week Without Halls trip, as well as playing games and relaxing with friends on campus. Nicole's time at Branksome has provided her with the opportunity to develop her passions and to learn more about herself. She looks forward to taking this learning with her on her continued educational journey at university. Olivia Stewart. Olivia joined the Branksome Hall community in grade 7. She is known for her kindness, curiosity, and strong social emotional intelligence. Olivia would like to thank all of the good friends and kind teachers she has met over her years at Branksome. Olivia is excited to continue traveling and studying abroad to learn more about the world. She is looking forward to studying sociology, psychology, anthropology, and Indigenous studies at Wilfrid Laurier University in the fall. Nicole Tate. Nicole is grateful for the wonderful friends she has made at Branksome, and her fondest memories of her 6 years here include these friendships. Nicole's involvement on the Arts Council allowed her to connect with like-minded peers and helped her to share her enjoyment of the arts. Through different activities she became involved in. In the fall, Nicole will continue to study in an arts program at Western University. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm honored to celebrate graduation with you today. The first person in my advisor group I'd like to honor is Cleo Bichelle. When Cleo arrived in grade 11, she quickly integrated herself into our tightly knit advisor group, thanks to her warmth and quiet confidence. Cleo's been a welcome addition to our regular discussions on world events because she contributes with wisdom and a fair perspective. Cleo also enjoyed being involved in the Best Buddies program and in participating on the cross-country team at Branksome. Next year, Cleo will attend Queen's University for a Bachelor of Science to study life science. Emily Butterworth. Emily has always been an athlete. In fact, I first met her back in grade 7 on the softball team. Even then, Emily was spirited, full of energy and enthusiasm, with a sprinkling of mischief, always with good intentions. Emily's been a valued member of the community, and she has loved athletics, both at Branksome and in her competitive rugby career. This year, her experiences and personal growth made her the natural choice for the role of athletics prefect. It's no surprise that she was recruited by Queen's University to play rugby and to study in the arts. Dalia Golovka. It's hard to believe that Dalia was brand new to Branksome last year in grade 11. She immediately immersed herself in co-curricular activities, including debate club, varsity rowing, and the business club. She successfully juggled her extensive co-curricular involvement with her scholarly endeavors. A high honors student, Dalia has really shown her qualities as an IB learner. She stretches herself, she's globally minded, and she's generous in her support of her peers. Dalia took learning beyond the classroom when she independently strengthened her French acquisition from standard level to higher level before she added the challenge of competing at the National Debating Championships in French. We congratulate Dalia on winning the Elizabeth Kilpatrick Memorial Prize for English Literature Higher Level and on being awarded the Margaret R. Syme Memorial Prize for French. Congratulations also on receiving the Bone Walwyn Prize for Standard Level History. Demonstrating her academic breadth, Dalia plans to study physics at university. Naya Nadeem.
Naya also came to Branksome last year in grade 11, and in that very short time, she's demonstrated her intellectual commitment and passion for learning. Naya takes pride in her academic achievements, both in the arts and in the sciences. Beyond the classroom, Naya has shown her love for the arts in her participation both in chamber choir and in the senior theater production of The Wizard of Oz. I'm proud to say Naya will be studying health science at McMaster University. Alexandra Pakin, known as Ali. Ali is an unexpected culinary artist who embraced the peace she found while baking during the pandemic. Sadly, we were not on campus to enjoy her creations. Ali is a long-standing member of the swim team, and she's proudly played alto saxophone in the concert band. As a volunteer on Saturday mornings, Ali worked with elementary children to help build their literary skills. This opportunity has informed her desire to study psychology next year at university. Bianca Presenza Long. Bianca's been at Branksome since grade 7, and she's embraced school life and the supportive learning environment. Bianca is a committed student who loves English, chemistry, and geography. Since she was 8 years old, her passion has been playing the trumpet, and it's been one of her great joys. She's eagerly performed in the symphony orchestra and in stage band. Bianca loves to have fun, and she will really miss the on-campus activities such as badminton, Spirit Week, and clan events, So You Think You Clan Dance. In September, we wish Bianca well in her studies at university. Leah Somani. Leah has great inner strength, and when she sets her mind, she quietly and tenaciously sets out to achieve her goal. Perhaps Leah's athletic involvement in house league hockey and karate have helped her develop her grit. Leah is also an artist and a dancer. Her favorite memory from grade 10 is dance night, when she performed a duet inspired by the theme of addiction. For the majority of this piece, Leah wore a blindfold, and she really had to trust her partner. Academically, it's always been Leah's dream to study engineering, and she will achieve this goal when she attends university. Congratulations, Leah. Gigi Ward. Gigi loves Branksome and's been a steadfast student here since grade 1. She has thrived at Branksome, and she's most proud of achieving her additional credits in science and math outside of Branksome in order to enhance her future academic goals. Beyond the classroom, Gigi's enthusiasm has been evident in her athletic participation in racket sports. She's an avid tennis player, and she's demonstrated her racket skills again here on our badminton team. As a person, Gigi shows her empathy and connection through her volunteer work for Sandwich Sisters, where she makes sandwiches weekly for distribution to Ernestine's Women's Shelter and to the Good Shepherd Ministries. Next year, Gigi plans to further her passions at university. And finally, Amy Zhang. Amy has a creative spirit and a philosophical mind. She's been passionately exploring the fine arts through her extensive studies in music. Recently, Amy has honed her improvisational skills on the piano, and she's begun to dabble in music production. To complement her interest in music, Amy is also a passionate dancer. As a stress reliever this year, she attended weekly dance classes in K-pop. We look forward to seeing how Amy will leverage her artistic talents and her interpersonal skills when she embarks on her studies in business at university. Congratulations.
Ava Charnetsky. Ava's fondest memories of Branksome Hall include going on the grade 9 trip to California and being a cabin leader during the grade 11 Week Without Halls trip. Since grade 6, she has also enjoyed being on the swim team and has bonded with the other members who she swam with for many years. With 3 other swimmers, Ava was determined to make it to OFSA, and they did. Ava enjoyed learning a new instrument in the informal environment of stage band. We congratulate Ava on winning the Elizabeth Kilpatrick Memorial Prize for English Literature Standard Level, and on being awarded the Mary Becker Grant 33 Memorial Prize for Chemistry. For post-secondary education, Ava is looking forward to studying biology. Kaya Christensen. Kai has been on the field hockey team and hockey team nearly every year since grade 7, and she has also played hockey outside of school since she was 4 years old. Unsurprisingly, Kaya's favorite memory from Branksome Hall is Hockey Day, when students and staff showed up to support the Highlanders in their win against St. Clemens. Another fond memory from grade 3 is visiting Black Creek Pioneer Village, where she learned how to churn butter and spin wool. In the fall, Kaya plans to study science at university. Sarah Coombs. Sarah has been attending Branksome Hall for 10 years. As a junior school student, she was determined and adventurous. Could not keep her away from the zip line, which resulted in 2 broken arms at once. This year, Sarah brought that determination to her position as GY representative. Along with her co-rep Lily, she took on the challenge of planning monthly initiatives to help her grade bond and enjoy their final year together. Sarah has completed her Branksome experience with a strong work ethic and even stronger friendship. We congratulate Sarah on winning the Marjorie Watson Toe 26th Prize for History. Sarah is looking forward to university and to new experiences. Emily Ernst. When Emily arrived at Branksome, she immediately joined multiple athletics teams and especially loved swimming and cross country. A highlight of her Branksome experience was the grade 11 Spirit Week, because it was one of the last times the full grade could come together in person. Even though there were not a lot of practices, the grade still pulled off a final performance and they managed to do quite well in the lip sync. Emily is grateful to her family, friends, and teachers for their support. We congratulate Emily on winning the Pippa Harris 78 Memorial Prize for Visual Art and on being awarded a bilingual IB diploma for German. Congratulations also on receiving the IB Subject Prize for German. Emily is looking forward to the summer and to her freshman university experiences. Nora Jervich. Nora discovered a love of computer science at Branksome Hall, and she is looking forward to eventually studying computer science at the post-secondary level. To Nora, computer science is like solving a puzzle. The process can be frustrating, but once you figure out what is going wrong and you fix it, you feel a sense of accomplishment. After graduation, Nora plans to take a gap year in order to work and travel if the global climate allows. She is grateful to Branksome Hall for helping her meet all of her closest friends. Maya Kamath Patel. When Maya started at Branksome Hall, she was new to Canada, and the school offered her a place of community. She is an avid athlete, and she was on a sports team every term until the pandemic began. She thoroughly enjoyed playing on the field hockey and swim teams, and winning the grade 10 field hockey league is a special memory for her. This year, Maya was honored to be the Douglas Clan chieftain. In the fall, Maya is looking forward to studying political science at the University of Toronto. Alexandra Kennedy. Alex was destined to be a Branksome Hall student. On her sister's first day at Branksome when Alex was 2, she saw Liz dressed up in her uniform and she wanted to put on the kilt. Highlights of her school experience include exploring music and leadership. She's performed with almost every musical ensemble except for chamber strings, and this year she continues to share her passion for the arts as our Arts and Innovation Prefect. We congratulate Alex on winning the Jenny E. McNeil Prize for English Language and Literature Higher Level, and on being awarded the Gail Surmat Prize for Environmental Systems. Alex plans to pursue her love for the arts by studying architectural engineering at Waterloo University. Nina McConnell Abuzadeh. Nina started at Branksome Hall in grade 7. During the past 6 years, she has worked hard at academics and she is very proud of her achievements. She has both thrilled and perplexed her teachers with her many questions. Nina also involved herself in leadership positions. As a Branksome ambassador, she led tours through the school, and as a peer supporter, she engaged in conversations with middle school students. Nina is looking forward to attending McGill University in the fall, and she will dearly miss her teachers, her friends, and her daily gelato from the Rainbow Room. Isabella Rea. Ella first attended Branksome Hall in grade 7, and then she left for Costa Rica. In grade 9, Ella chose to return to Branksome. The highlights of Ella's Branksome experience include the annual Holiday Bazaar and So You Think You Can Dance, which she claims were her reasons for returning to our school. Ella is a proud rower, and she has loved making friends and working as a member of a team. Her classes, and in particular learning during a pandemic, have helped her to develop mental toughness and resilience. Ella's goal is to study environmental sustainability in her post-secondary education. Amber Strawn. Amber joined Branksome Hall in grade 11 when she made the transition to the IB and to boarding life. In her first year, Amber joined the Spirit Committee and she planned events for the boarding community. A highlight of Amber's experience has been her mathematics classes because she and her peers worked well together and she made good friends. This year, as a virtual student zooming in from Grenada, Amber appreciated that she was able to avoid cold Toronto winters, although it would have been good to spend this year in person. Amber is looking forward to studying biology in the fall. Jenny Wu. Jenny is a dedicated rower, and she considers the rowing team to be one big family. Despite never having been on a sports team before, Jenny loved the challenging workouts and the sense of community. Jenny particularly enjoyed supervising the middle school Flair dance last year after getting to know the grade 8s on the Week Without Halls trip. As the co-head of debate, Jenny loves to argue her point, and she will bring that passion to studying political science and business next year. Congratulations.
Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, do it, do it, do it. Here we come, here we go. We gotta rock, 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 rock. Easy come, easy go. Now we on top, feel the shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop. Round and round, up and down, around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Party every day, party every day, and I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Woo-hoo.
Well, a special thank you to all our advisors for introducing the graduates, and congratulations to all of our 2021 graduates. We really enjoyed hearing about you and, of course, seeing the video. We now come to the section in our program where we acknowledge special awards. The academic and special awards will be read by Ms. Heather Friesen, Head Professional Learning and Innovation, Mrs. Kimberly Nias, Head Senior and Middle School, and Mrs. Carrie Weinstock, Deputy Principal.
The Anthony R. Graham Award for Theory of Knowledge has been endowed by past parent, former chair of the Board of Governors, and former chair of the Branksome Hall Foundation, Mr. Anthony Graham. The recipients of the Anthony R. Graham Award for Theory of Knowledge share a passion for learning from the perspectives of others. They show interest, initiative, and commitment in class discussions, and a talent for communicating their own perspective, both orally and in writing. The 4 recipients this year are Catherine Chen, Dahlia Golovko, Apple Liu, and Kate McCallum. The Langell Family Cass Award was established by Dawn and Carolyn Langell in recognition of the many experiences each of their 4 daughters had at Branksome Hall. This award recognizes and celebrates the success of graduating students who have had an exemplary level of involvement and engagement during their CAS activities and experiences. The winners of the Langell Family CAS Award are Adeline Arthur, Elizabeth Kingsmill, Maya Ross, and Chloe Seljak. The Nicholas Fodor Extended Essay Award is named in memory of Mr. Nicholas Fodor, past parent and former chair of the Branksome Hall Board of Governors. The recipients of the Extended Essay Award have excelled by approaching their extended essays with passion and a high degree of intellectual initiative, understanding, and insight. Their standard of writing has been impressive and will be used as exemplars by our community. This year's 3 recipients are Najat Al-Hussein, Marjorie Chen, and Kaylin Kwan. Najat Al-Hussein. Najat's extended essay in English exemplifies the quality of independent thinking implicit within the diploma program. Her essay offered a compelling exploration of the lyrical brilliance of Tupac Shakur and the notorious B.I.G. Throughout the essay, Najat examined the role of hip-hop as a tool to reflect racial injustice, poverty, and familial relationships. Marjorie Chen, music. Marjorie clearly reflected her passion for musical theory and composition in her complex examination of the music of Bela Bartok. Her essay explored the intricacies of traditional influences within contemporary classical music. Marjorie's analysis of Bartok's 6 dances in Bulgarian rhythm illuminated the elements of traditional Bulgarian folk music within this contemporary classic. Kaylin Kwan. Kaylin's academic resolve and attention to detail are clearly evident in her examination of the economic implications of rideshare programs. Her essay skillfully explored the disruptive force of companies like Uber on the transportation industry. Her paper highlighted the nuanced theoretical implications of government regulation, market structures, and non-price determinants of demand and substitution. Congratulations, Najat, Marjorie, and Kaylin.
The MacLeod Award for Clan Enthusiasm and Spirit is awarded to the winning clan. This year's recipient is Chieftain Maggie Shanahan of the Ross clan. The Class of 1974 Enthusiasm Award is voted on by the graduating class of 2021. The award goes to Lily Downey. The Vivian 04 and Joyce 06 Ho Award for the Love of Music is awarded to a student whose dedication to the co-curricular music program stands out in terms of the superior quality of their attitude, effort, and commitment. The 3 recipients are Clarice Chen, Alexandra Kennedy, and Chloe Wen. The Heather Sanderson 89 Memorial Scholarship for Drama is awarded to a student who shares enthusiasm, spirit, and passion for drama. The recipient is Bianca Asherle. The Dominique Chevalier 90 Memorial Award recognizes outstanding contributions to the slogan. The 2 winners are Liz Brett and Alexandra Kennedy. The Wiley Award for Athletics is presented to a graduating year student who has contributed significantly to athletics over her years at Branksome Hall. This year's award goes to Mary O'Reilly. The Community Volunteer Award is presented to a student whose dedication to service learning goes above and beyond the required volunteer hours. This year's recipient is Mei Song. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms Award is presented to the student who has done the most to advance equality. This year's award recipient is Chloe McClossick. The Humphrey Family Community Service Award is given in grade 10 to 12 to a student while going above and beyond the call of duty, made an exceptional contribution to the quality of life of another person during a particularly difficult life experience. The award recipient is Nicole Tate. The Edgar G. Burton Prize is given to a student who has demonstrated tenacity, resilience, and a positive attitude. The three recipients are Uma Banerjee, Maxine Bajovis, and Maya Ross.
The Dr. Francis Shepard 69 Scholarship for Excellence in STEM has been endowed by Dr. Francis Shepard, alum of the class of 1964. The Dr. Francis Shepard 64 Scholarship for Excellence in STEM is awarded to a student who plans to pursue a STEM-related university program and career. This year, the scholarship is presented to Brooke Shaughnessy. The Margaret Craig Eaton Dunn 29 Award recognizes a principled individual who has demonstrated great independence of spirit. This year's recipients are Maggie King and Emma Zhou. The Shirley Brown 76 Creative and Critical Thinking Award is presented to an innovative thinker who has consistently demonstrated intellectual curiosity both in and out of the classroom. This year's award goes to two students, Catherine Chen and Kaylin Kwan. The Elizabeth Suzanne Savage Bet 55 Memorial Prize is presented to the boarding student who best exemplifies enthusiasm, optimism, and good citizenship. This year, the prize is awarded to Clarice Chen. The Kathleen Shaw Memorial Award for Leadership in Boarding is given to a student who has demonstrated leadership with respect to community living and mentorship of younger students. The recipient is Mariana Flores Camacho. The Jenny E. McNeil Prize for Citizenship is awarded to a student who has volunteered her time and expertise with generosity of spirit. Congratulations to the following recipients: Clarice Chen, Marjorie Chen, Alexandra Kennedy, and Brooke Shaughnessy. The Donald Faulkner Cup. The Donald Faulkner Cup is awarded to a graduating year student whose participation in and contribution to the school's activities have most exemplified the spirit of Branksome Hall. This year, the Donald Faulkner Cup is awarded to Najat Al-Hussein. Najat is a student who has made an indelible impression at Branksome Hall. As co-president of the Black Students Union, she worked tirelessly to enhance racial literacy in our community and, with great vision, created interactive Black History Month celebrations, highlighting the contributions of Black Canadian artists. She played an integral role in the Junior School Affinity Group, where she provided ongoing mentorship to younger students and focused on helping them develop a healthy identity and build confidence in sharing their lived experiences. With generosity of spirit, Najat consulted on how to enhance diversity in our senior school curriculum and suggested concrete strategies to create safe and equitable spaces where all students can thrive. Najat is a dedicated member of the Service Learning Council and has championed causes which support young single mothers and has addressed issues of food scarcity. She brings a critical and compassionate lens to her service work, forging authentic community connections. With gentle and persistent focus, Najat has helped the Branksome community to enhance our understanding of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Taking risks, using her voice, and supporting her peers are all qualities that reflect the values of Branksome Hall. Congratulations, Najat, on receiving the Donald Faulkner Cup. The Lowen Ondaatje McCutcheon Prize for Encouragement of Love of Scholarship is awarded annually by the principal and faculty to a senior student who has done the most while at school to encourage love of scholarship, either through her own personal achievement or through her assistance of others. This year, the prize is awarded to two students, Dalia Golovko and Maya Ross. Dalia Golovko. Dalia's mind is always at work, critically deconstructing and rebuilding concepts into big ideas. She pursues knowledge to her own exacting standards and never settles for unconvincing justifications. Dalia's intellectual curiosity springs to life when she studies, and when she approaches an intellectual challenge, there's a gleam that comes to her eye. For instance, she appreciates that a subject like higher level mathematics is more than simple manipulation, and she delights in the way that a beautiful proof exercises her reason and confirms her intuition. Dalia loves intellectual conundrums and has contributed invaluable richness to all her classes. She speaks frankly and maintains a winsomely articulate communication style that never wastes a word. In her short time at Branksome, Dalia demonstrated her love of scholarship in innumerable ways, both in and out of the classroom, and she is a deserving recipient of this award. Maya Ross. Maya brings a dedicated approach to learning and with deep intrinsic motivation has a strong desire to understand. She loves analyzing literature and brings sharp insights to seminar discussions and to her written work. In recognition of her exceptional commitment to Latin, Maya has won both the Mary Perkins Carter Award and the Harry C. Maynard Scholarship from the Ontario Classical Association. Maya's intellectual curiosity has led her to embrace many opportunities as a performer and a dramaturge. She performed in several senior theatre productions at Branksome, and last year took a leadership role as technical cruise coordinator. Maya worked imaginatively to coordinate props and sound and was always ready to solve technical problems backstage. Maya deserves this award because she thrives on creative challenge and is a resourceful and committed team player who always enables others to do their best. Congratulations, Dalia and Maya, on receiving the Lowen Ondaatje McCutcheon Prize for Encouragement of Love of Scholarship. The Carter Ledingham Prize for Outstanding Contribution to the School is presented to a remarkably enterprising student whose creativity, initiative, resourcefulness, leadership, and encouragement of others has been inspiring and truly outstanding. This year, the award is presented to Liz Brett. Liz brings an open-hearted joy to every interaction. Her sense of humor, her caring spirit, integrity, and compassion for others are balanced with her deep intellectual curiosity. Liz is generous with her time, shares her knowledge with her peers, and takes her studies seriously. As our admissions prefect in a year where we could not host families in person, Liz added her positivity to the school's virtual events and represented our student community with warmth and authenticity. Her many outstanding contributions to school life include participation in the rowing team, serving as co-head of the slogan, our yearbook, and being an enthusiastic student exchange participant. She traveled and lived both in England and Australia. Liz has been an enthusiastic spokesperson for our school. Her maturity, encouragement of others, and love of the Branksome community are the attributes that make her a unique individual and a most deserving recipient of this award. Congratulations, Liz.
Thank you, Mrs. Weinstock, and thank you to all of the presenters, and congratulations to these special award winners. We now come to the section where we award medals for academic achievement. The Governor General's Academic Medal. The Governor General's Academic Medal is one of the most prestigious awards that a student in a Canadian educational institution may receive. The Governor General's Academic Medal is presented to the student with the highest academic average in the last 2 years of high school and will be determined in July. Once the final IB marks have been received, we will know the award winner. At this time, we would like to recognize the top 3 students who are contenders for this medal: Catherine Chen, Naomi Gans, and Brooke Shaughnessy. Congratulations to all 3 students, Catherine, Naomi, and Brooke. We will present the Governor General's Medal at installation. The Lisa Matthews Schatz 82 School Medal for Scholarship. The School Medal for Scholarship has been named in memory of Lisa Matthews Schatz in celebration of her love of Branksome Hall and her commitment to academic excellence. The Lisa Matthews Schatz 82 Medal for Scholarship is awarded to the student who has excelled in all subject areas, achieving top marks in her chosen subjects in the IB diploma program as measured by her university submission marks. This year, the award is given to Brooke Shaughnessy. Brooke has been an exceptional student for all of her 12 years at Branksome Hall. Her teachers uniformly comment on her intelligence and her scholarly attention to research and analysis. Throughout high school, Brooke has received academic prizes for top performance in a wide variety of subjects. Beyond academic excellence, Brooke has a special way of warmly connecting with people. She brings an innate sense of responsibility to her service learning endeavors and is steadfast, a volunteer at St. Michael's Hospital, and is the head of the HOSA Medical Club at Branksome. Brooke is an exceptional student, intellectually curious and goal-oriented, and we are confident that she will thrive at McGill University. The Jean Hume Memorial Medal for Leadership. The Jean Hume Memorial Medal for Leadership is presented to our head prefect, Leighton Simons. Leighton epitomizes our school's invitation to be remarkable and has shown outstanding commitment to her values and to the Branksome community. Since junior school, Leighton has been a keen athlete, a leader, and action-oriented. She has held a formally elected leadership position ever since middle school. As head prefect, Leighton takes her civic responsibilities seriously and has been a persuasive orator at every public forum, often offering irreverent insights together with determined leadership. Leighton questions constructively and willingly engages with challenging issues. As a founding member of Branksome's Decolonization Club, she is a strong ally and an advocate for change. Leighton has the courage to stand up to bias and drive community action. She's a critical thinker and a respectful advocate and spokesperson. Students of all ages have benefited from her enthusiasm and her leadership. Leighton plans to attend Princeton University in the fall and will focus her studies on history, political science, and public policy. Thank you, Leighton, and congratulations on receiving the Jean Hume Medal for Leadership. This brings us to the close of today's ceremony. I would like to thank all the advisors, teachers, and staff who have supported our graduates during their time at Branksome and who have helped them reach this very special milestone. To everyone who contributed to today's ceremony, on behalf of the entire community, thank you for making this such a memorable event. Thank you to our amazing graduation committee for your hard work and careful planning that made today possible. Thank you in particular to Ms. Judith Friend, Ms. Sandra Bolte, and Ms. Kim Graham. As you can see, they have done an outstanding job. Congratulations. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate Ms. Judith Friend, who retires from Branksome in June. Judith Friend first came to Branksome in 1974 as an exchange student from Sherborne School for Girls in England. She graduated from Branksome in 1975, and that fall began working as a house mother in boarding at Branksome. Since then, she has been the Dean of Residence, an English teacher, a drama teacher, the head of drama, head of performing arts, and most recently, the instructional leader of the performing arts. Over her many years at Branksome, Judith has directed dozens of outstanding theater productions, and each year has planned senior school graduation with equivalent precision and care. Judith's remarkable Branksome career has touched the lives of countless students, faculty, and staff. Thank you, Judith. My last words today are for our graduates. As you come together today, one last time as the class of 2021, just take a moment and soak it all in. You've made it to your high school graduation and done so during a global pandemic. And that is truly remarkable, truly something to celebrate. We could not be prouder. Graduates of the class of 2021, best wishes on your future endeavors and keep well the road.